Hey you all, this is Brian and you are watching the Dark Age channel.
Ever walked out of Costco feeling like you've struck gold, only to later realize some of those deals were more fool's gold than treasure? Yeah, we've all been there. Navigating the cavernous halls of Costco can sometimes lead to more misses than hits. But fear not. In this video, we'll talk about some of the things you shouldn't buy from Costco. We're about to spill some insider secrets. Imagine, there you are, your cart already half full, cruising through the endless rows of goodies. Costco seems like a shopper's paradise, promising unbeatable deals and bulk savings. But here's a little reality check. Not everything in this mega warehouse is the wallet-friendly miracle it appears to be. We're going to take a deep dive into the less obvious shopping traps lurking in those wide aisles. Think those pre-cut steaks are a convenient choice? You might want to reconsider. And that shiny tray of shrimp cocktail? It might not be the bargain you think it is. Oh, and it's not just about steering clear of certain products, it's also about mastering the art of shopping smart at Costco. From uncovering the meat department's hidden gems to demystifying those too-good-to-be-true meal solutions, we're peeling back the layers to reveal the truth. Get ready, Costco aficionados. It's time to level up your bulk buying games. Number 1. Turkey and chicken lunch meat. And finally, let's dive into a topic that's a staple in our fridges, but a nightmare for our wallet's lunch meat. Now we've all been there, standing in front of the deli counter, debating whether that thinly sliced turkey is worth its weight in gold. At some places, we're talking about shelling out up to $15 per pound. Even at Costco, they've got this thick sliced deli turkey that'll run you $8.79 per pound. But I've got a little secret that's going to flip your sandwich game on its head. Here's the lowdown. You don't need to break the bank for some quality slices. The real deal is buying turkey in bulk and slicing it yourself. And before you say, but I don't have a deli slicer at home, hold up. It's not as complicated as it sounds. With a good knife and a bit of patience, you can carve up that turkey just the way you like it. At Costco, you can grab a whole turkey for about $79 per pound. Now, that's a game changer. Slice it up for sandwiches, chop it for salads, or even dice it for wraps. The possibilities are endless. Number 2. Shrimp cocktail tray. Let's talk about a party favorite that gets a lot of love at Costco, the shrimp cocktail tray. Now, if you're anything like me, seeing that tray loaded with succulent shrimp, tangy cocktail sauce, and lemon wedges is enough to make your mouth water. But hold your horses, there's more to this seafood spectacle than meets the eye. Here's the catch. That fancy shrimp cocktail tray at Costco? It's priced by the pound at $18.99. But here's the kicker. They're weighing everything. Yes, that means you're paying premium shrimp prices for lemons and cocktail sauce. Think about it. Those lemons and sauce are getting the same price tag as those shrimpy stars of the show. It's like paying steak prices for your ketchup and lettuce. But wait, there's a smarter way to get your shrimp fix. Take a dive into the frozen section at Costco, where you'll find pre-cooked, peeled, and deveined shrimp the same quality as the tray, but only for $7.95 per pound. Now, if you're feeling a little adventurous, you can whip up your own shrimp cocktail tray at home. Grab that bag of frozen shrimp, some store-bought cocktail sauce, and a couple of lemons, and you're all set. So, the next time you're planning a party, or just craving some shrimp cocktail, remember this little hack. You can put together a tray that's just as impressive as Costco's, but at a fraction of the cost. Cheers to smart shopping and delicious shrimp. Number 3. Convenience meat products. Alright folks, gather around for a little meaty wisdom, especially if you've been eyeballing those convenience meat products at Costco. You know, the ones that look oh so tempting and ready to eat. We're talking about carnitas and smoked pulled pork here. They seem like great time savers, but let me dish out some real talk about why you might want to skip them. First up, those carnitas. At Costco, you'll find them priced at $16.99 for two 20-ounce packages. Now, that might sound reasonable until you realize you can easily whip up your own batch for a fraction of the cost. All you need is a pork butt, some garlic powder, salt, and your trusty slow cooker. Toss the pork in, sprinkle the seasonings, add a splash of water or chicken broth, and let that baby cook for about 8 hours. Voila! You've got yourself some homemade carnitas that are both cheaper and, dare I say, tastier. Then there's the smoked pulled pork. Costco's version comes in at $13.99 for a 2-pound package. But hey, why not make your own? Grab another pork butt, slather it with mustard, your favorite spice rub, and pop it in your smoker or oven. Give it some time and TLC, and you'll be in barbecue heaven without the hefty price tag. So if you're tempted by those ready-made meats, just remember, with a little bit of effort and some simple ingredients, you can create something even more delicious at home. Number 4. Pre-cut steaks. Steak lovers, let's huddle up and talk shop about something pretty important. Those pre-cut steaks at Costco. Now, I know it's tempting. You see these beautiful cuts all ready to go, and it's like they're calling your name. But let me share a little insider tidbit that might just change your mind. Here's the deal. Costco Blade tenderized all their pre-cut steaks. Yes, even those fancy prime ones. What does that mean? Well, they're basically running the steaks through a machine that pokes a bunch of tiny holes in them to make them more tender. But here's the catch. This process can push bacteria from the surface deeper into the steak. Not exactly what you want in your juicy ribeye, right? When you cook these blade tenderized steaks, the label suggests bringing them to 145 degrees Fahrenheit and resting for 3 minutes. The thing is, doing this can push your steak past the beloved medium, rare to medium, well or even well done territory. For steak aficionados, that's practically a crime. Now, I'm not saying to give up on your Costco steak dreams. Just switch gears a bit. Go for the whole primal cuts instead. They don't get the blade tenderizing treatment, so you have more control over the cooking. Plus, there's something satisfying about slicing up your own steaks. You get to choose the thickness, and there's no machine tenderizing mystery to worry about. Number 5. Pork chops. Alright, let's chat about a little gem in the meat aisle of Costco that might just change your pork game forever. Whole pork loins. Now, if you're used to grabbing those pre-packaged pork chops, hold up and hear me out. It's time to switch things up, and here's why. First off, let's talk about price. At Costco, you can snag a whole pork loin for just $1.99 per pound. That's right, under $2 a pound. It's like hitting the meat lottery. But the real magic? It's all in the versatility. With a whole pork loin, you're the boss. You want thick chops? Thin slices? It's all in your hands, literally. No more settling for those inconsistently cut chops that you sometimes find pre-packaged. Now you might be thinking, but what about the effort? Here's the deal. Slicing up a pork loin is no biggie. A little bit of knife work and you've got yourself a bunch of pork chops, tailored to your liking. Plus, if you're feeling adventurous, you can even grind some of it. Talk about options. And here's a fun fact. Once, my wife casually mentioned she wasn't a huge fan of pork chops. All those years, and I had no idea. So, buying whole loins became an even smarter move. I could customize our meals more to her taste, while still enjoying my pork chop fix. So whenever you're cruising the meat section at Costco, give those whole pork loins a second glance. Number 6. Salmon. Let's reel in a topic that's close to the heart of any seafood lover, picking the perfect salmon at Costco. Now, if you're anything like me, standing in front of Costco's seafood section feels like being a kid in a candy store. But with so many choices, it can be a real head-scratcher to pick the best catch for your buck. Here's the scoop. Costco's got this farmed Atlantic salmon. You know, the one with the kinda pale pink hue. It's priced at $19.99 per pound. But hold your horses, I've got a little insider fishtail for you. Back in my culinary teaching days, I had a student from Alaska who used to call this stuff pink fish, basically. The not-so-great salmon that gets sent down to us in the lower 48 while they keep the primo stuff up north. This Atlantic salmon is the least salmony of the options, in my opinion. But wait, there's a better choice swimming in those Costco waters. Dive a bit deeper into that seafood case, and you'll find the steelhead species of salmon. It's farmed too, but let me tell you, the flavor? Way better than the Atlantic variety. It's got this richer taste that just feels more like what salmon should be. And here's the kicker. It's cheaper. We're talking $9.99 a pound. So, next time you're cruising through Costco with a seafood hankering, remember this. Skip the pink fish and net yourself some of that steelhead salmon. Number 7. Quarter-pound hot dog. Let's talk about a true American classic, the humble hot dog. Specifically, let's chew over the legendary Costco hot dog deal. A combo that's pretty much a national treasure. You know what I'm talking about? That irresistible one. $50 deal for a quarter-pound hot dog and a soda. It's the kind of bargain that's made Costco's food court famous. But here's a thought. What if you're not strolling through the endless wonderland of Costco aisles that day? What if you're at home, craving that same hot dog experience. Turns out, you can totally replicate this iconic deal in the comfort of your own backyard. And guess what? The math works out pretty sweetly in your favor. Dive into the details, and you'll find that Costco sells a pack of 14 of these same quarter-pound hot dogs for $13.99. Crunch those numbers, and it shakes out to about 99 cents per dog. Tack on another 22 cents for the bun, because let's face it, what's a hot dog without a bun? And you're looking at a grand total of $21 per home-grilled hot dog extravaganza. The only catch? You gotta bring your own soda. But hey, that's a small price to pay for at home convenience. This little DIY tip means you can enjoy that classic Costco hot dog experience anytime. Sometimes, the simplest pleasures like a well-grilled hot dog can be the most satisfying. And that wraps up this video. If there are other things from Costco that you believe should have made the list, let us all know in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe, and click on that little bell icon too for more of these videos. Thanks for watching, and God bless.